New crib?
Miles came in and it felt like a revolving door. The doors just got 20 times deliveries and everything else. We're moving house, have moved house. It's been very crazy. This is the only furniture we have, so we maybe look together on like this entry point, but there's nothing else in the house. And I also found out yesterday that I also need to sell my car because I'm about to reach 100 kilometers and I'm obsessed with my car and it actually made me cry. Well, I don't want to sell it, but I have to. So we just like to do everything at 100 miles per hour, nothing pausing, and we all go. Today we're going to do a little vlog. We're actually going to go to the office. We need to do some real content. You're actually going to see me do some cold calling and how we actually come up with the ideas for the content. So a little bit behind the scenes. You're also going to meet my life and soul and reason admin gets done, Hanny. You'll meet who is my assistant that works at White & Co, and she is fabulous. And I don't know who else. Let's drive along and see what comes from it. So I'll tell you a funny story. The reason we actually got this property out of all the ones we've viewed was, one, it's super light, which I was like, good energy, good flow. Second of all, I'm a life path 9. So this is 317 equals 11, really good energy with 9. And also it meant like abundance, it meant good energy with careers, new beginnings, etc, etc. I was sitting there with my Claude with Cosmo Hannah, was really thriving at what was going to be a good position to be in. Anyway, asked the agent, who was incredible, highly recommend me someone renting here. I said, what nationality is the owner? And he was like, oh, it's Chinese. I was like, oh, perfect, he's going to be into my Chinese numerology. So I sat then with ChatGPT, came up with 3 offers. They were cheeky offers, I'm going to be frank. Well, it's me and I love a great negotiation. And I ended up not putting in the lowest offer or the highest offer because the medium offer, which was 350, was the best offer for energy for myself. As a Chinese buyer, it was going to be seen as good luck. So anyway, we ended up getting the cheapest rent by 110k at the time and on 3 checks, because that was going to be most lucky for him rather than doing 1 check. And that is the beauty of, you understand who you're working with, who you're buying or selling from. You can negotiate very strong terms by just understanding which nationality they are, which religions they follow, which numerologies they follow. Because often, especially here in Dubai, people make decisions based on numbers, based on psychology, based on spirituality, which in Britain, I feel like people don't really speak about it, but here is huge. So always keep in mind, if you are ever looking to rent or buy, find out who you're buying or selling from, and also use a good agent that understands this for the negotiation tactics. Mal was like, can I do like a video of your tour of your house? And I was like, there's nothing in it. This is what I've got to show. I look like an Amazon deportation. I got a pool! I don't know if I'll ever use a pool. I'm a bit scared of them. Not scared of them, but they're just a bit like weird. But we'll see. We're gonna get some furniture and whatnot to put out there. But do you know what? I forgot how expensive it was just to like move. Our house was 3 times smaller than this, our old one. And like, I was, oh, we got some furniture. I was like, we have to get a new TV. What do you mean our 65-inch TV is now way too small for the TV and it looks like a bloody photo frame? Like, these small things I didn't think of. I was like, I'm like a bank account right now, but it'll be worth it. And I know this is like our house now for the next 4 years. It'll be good. But as I said, there's nothing really to show. But what I will laugh at, so here's me all buzzing, very happy with my achievement, but look at my bloody neighbour's house, 26,000 square foot of gigantornous. Have you ever seen something so huge in your life? It's 26,000 square foot. There's always going to be someone richer, bigger, better in Dubai, I promise you that. Bye! Watch this, you can do some tricks. Sit. Lie down. No, sit. Paw. Thank you. Lie down. Good boy. Get your belly rubbed. Ooh, yeah. Sit. Paw. Thank you. He's so cute. I wouldn't be surprised, put it this way guys, I love this car so much that I'll probably just get a copy and paste. I said it to the Porsche guy and he was like, are you being serious? And I was like, yeah, can you not just do the same car again but just like the newer model? And he was like, alright, if that's what you want. But you know, still not the same as this little baby. But I'll see you at the office. Hey guys, we're now at the office. We're going to be filming some reels. So how we actually do the filming is every Tuesday we vlog. One Tuesday we'll do the YouTubes, long form, and another Tuesday we'll do a bulk order of reels. Honestly, I enjoy it.
but a lot of brain power and like energy to make it make sense, because I always shit myself in case I get it wrong. Like, what do you mean I got the calculation wrong and it's on the internet and someone could pull me up? Reels for today are going to be why the 5-bed in Gulf Estates sold out, the number breakdown, why Emaar Oasis is the best distressed buy, why the 6 beds in Hadria Islands were seen as undervalued in the Gulf Estates, and why La Vita mansions in Emaar might be the most undervalued mansions in Dubai, why end users are buying Emaar Oasis, and why I think the correction of the current climate, which I think there's been a peace agreement signed, so hopefully that will be known as the shortest war in history. Inshallah, mashallah, all the shallahs. But yeah, I actually think the correction has been the best thing that's ever happened, because I would say the market in this June specifically is the busiest it's ever been, because people honestly are seeing value in what they're buying again. Realistically, was an Elan in Talal Al Gaf ever worth 4 million? Put it into perspective. You live in the UK, you have an £800,000 house or flat. You're going to be in central London, or you're going to be on the outskirts and have a driveway, potentially maybe even a gate, a farm. It's going to be spacious. Come to Dubai, a 3-bed Elan, which was 1,700 square foot, was like the price point. Like, when was that ever the price point of an Elan? It's nice to see people, especially people who've been in Dubai for a while, like buying again and seeing value in what they're buying. And I think that's maybe going to make the busiest summer that's ever been around. And then the last one was why my clients made the mistake of not sticking with the agent, aka myself, in the Hadria Gulf Estates, and now paid an additional 400k for their 5-bed because they never got allocation. And that's why stick with an agent. Always stick with an agent. Show loyalty and you'll always be allocated. And yeah, maybe we'll have other stuff that'll pop up, but for right now, they were my 8 reels that I came up with yesterday. Hopefully we'll get through them all today, if the emoji is there. By the way, guys, this is the research that I actually have to go into to make sure what I say online is correct. I don't just come up here and pull numbers out of thin air. We come up with the ideas, we then do the research of what we're comparing it to. So obviously we're doing the not obviously, but in my head I'm doing the comparison of La Vita mansions and Emaar Oasis. Compare them to the Sisima mansions in Al Barari, which are about to hand over. Similar size square footage, around 25,000 square foot. Both brand new in sought after communities. So let's see the real difference and let's find out, is La Vita undervalued? If you want me to do any reels, comment below and we'll find some.
Yeah, that's how many reels done so far?
I've done 2. I'm exhausted. It's funny, some people are like, oh, energy. See, when I say like I'm an introvert, put on like, woo, the show comes on, I'm like, woo, 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 energy, extrovert. This is like, you'll see these videos, I'm like, woo, you see me behind the scenes, I'm like, I'm not exhausted. Oh God, yes, we're done. We've missed out 2, so we've done 6, which is actually really good. I always say plan for more than you're actually going to do, because it does take it out of you. Now, I've been trying to negotiate a new price for the penthouse in Dubai Harbour Residence. Now, we have got a small discount agreed. I think it works at about 9.75, which is good considering the current market. We did have an agent in White & Cole, George, that sold the penthouse recently on Serenity Living on the Palm. It's got really good potential considering the size of the uplift that this could see. So I am presenting it to my client. He was actually interested in investing in this prior to the war. The original price, it was like 42.8 million. To get now 10% off, strategic. Will it be enough? Let's see.
Yeah, alright, how are you doing?
I'm good. Are you back in Dubai?
Yeah, back.
How are you enjoying it? Hot?
Yeah, it's alright, it's alright.
This-
Are you in Dubai?
I've been in Dubai, to be honest. I only went home in the UK and I've not left since, but this has actually been our busiest June. Usually I go on holiday in June, but this June's been absolutely crazy. But I wanted to call you because I've spoken to Dubai Harbour Residents. I've been going back and forth with them. I've officially got a 9.75% discount. Obviously not as high as I wanted, but still close to the 10% mark.
Yeah, fair enough.
When we looked at it originally, it was 42.8. So it's a work 5.75% off total price. And then you get your 4% DLG waiver. So it works out at 10%. What's your thoughts on it now with that discount?
No, I mean, for me, it's still too high, to be honest.
Fair.
I think it's getting whacked.
Tell me more.
I just think it's a bit screwed property, to be honest, but that's just my view on it. All my cash is in stocks, which I think are going to continue doing well.
I mean,
So
you need
it's
to
like-
keep telling me your stock, because I make a lot of money with you. You need to keep sending me them over.
I'm not really buying right now. Because like, let's say I bought this thing like 10% lower, then like next year it doesn't appreciate, or it goes down like to like 15 or 20% in a few months' time, then I'm still like locked in, right?
I get that. I was more showing you it because I know you're potentially looking at more for end use than
thank
investment. And the reason being as well is Jordan, our team, I don't know if you follow him, Dubai Jordan, he does crazy deals, but he sold Serenity Living, which is handing over like in the midst of a war. And he sold that at 7,000 square foot, so 1,000 square foot less than this one, at 17 mil. So I was like,
that's
for
mad.
being 40, 60 payment plan on 40 million. Like,
yeah, I guess
you're
there
going to
are
get a
other
good
buyers,
return.
like-
There's definitely buyers for the ultra high end stuff. That's what we're seeing. I think this cheap stuff selling, the ultra high end stuff selling, and then your middleman between like 6 and 20 million is struggling because that's a lot of those buyers that's all they can afford.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, exactly. Like the ultra
Yeah.
high-end stuff. It's like if the guy wants it, he doesn't really care what the price is, right?
Oh, 100%. Like, George done a deal, I think it was like 3 weeks into the war kicking off. He sold a Lanaya, on the lagoon in Talalo Gaff for 96 million.
Yeah, it's just mad.
It's mental. I honestly always ask, like, what do these guys do?
Yeah, I know. I can tell you I'm nowhere near, like, nowhere.
I'm like, tell me your trick. But yeah, I thought I'd give you, obviously, first, I'm calling a few people that were looking at it, because obviously we all like a deal, but if it's not the right one for you, that's absolutely fine.
It's alright. But yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's nice to be updated and just like keep me updated.
Yeah, as I said, if I do ever see anything, I'll keep you in the loop, but we will find one day. Right, have a lovely day. Thanks for that. Bye-bye. These things always happen. Like, I always try and get a deal for my client, and none of these clients actually asked me to put the deal in. I just knew the property hadn't sold yet, and I had 4 potential buyers for it before. One of them actually had signed something but pulled out. So I was like, right, if we can get the right price, obviously properties in Dubai over the last 3 months have dropped from 15%. If we can get close to that, they could potentially be interested. We've obviously not got to it. We've still got like 9.75%. It is a hefty amount to tie up your capital for 2 years before handover. We're getting it a lot on the market right now, exactly what he said. Like, a lot of people would rather tie their money up in stocks, be able to sell overnight, than tie their money up in property and find a buyer. However, if you diversify your portfolio, some people don't even think about that. Some people find it safer to be in property rather than stocks. Some people find it stocks to be safer than property. I think it really depends what you've made your money on. Obviously, stocks require a lot of research, as does property, but I guess stock, you're watching it a lot more than property. You're kind of leaving it and waiting until that handover date. This is how you build a relationship. If you're an agent watching this, is like, keep up to date with your clients, know what they're looking for, know what deals maybe will excite them, know that you're still trying to work for them. It's not always, and agents get it wrong, is they only do stuff when they're asked to do stuff. The key is use your initiative, be value, be an asset, or they will walk around and use other agents. Like, you're out and set out to do a job, so make sure you do it. Don't just wait around for them to call you and be like, oh, I'm ready to buy a property. Show them properties that you know fits their requirements, and that is how you be a transactional agent. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog today. Like, subscribe, comment, enjoy my reels because it really used up a lot of my headspace, and we'll see you next week.